Hello, my creative friends. My name is Heather North. You can find me on Instagram at Heather's Creative Blessings. Today is Friday, October 29th, 2021, and this is Flosstube number 38. A little bit of life update. Yesterday was my niece's birthday. Happy birthday, Mika. Tomorrow is my husband's birthday. He doesn't want it mentioned. And it has been, oh my goodness, blustery, stormy, windy, rainy, wet here in the Pacific Northwest. And I've had a lot of sinus pressure as all that wind just made all of the allergens and mold and dust, everything just, and smoke, just so strong. And so I'm feeling better, but you might still hear a little snarfly. I apologize. I'm feeling much, much better now that that sinus pressure has been, a lot of it's just been relieved. It just like, oh man, it hurt. Okay, so there's a lot to get to, and I don't want to spend too much time on just, non-cross stitch stuff, but go ahead and grab your cross stitch and whatever you want to drink, and let's stitch together. Don't forget to tell me at the end of the video what you were stitching on while we were talking, because I always love hearing what you guys are working on. Let's see, it's the end of October, and so I will have my WIPGO. I met my goal for the month. I'll share that, and the new WIPGO numbers have been called. I'll share that. I've got giveaway winners to announce, and I will insert that video later in this one. And I have a couple of finishes. I got some Happy Meal yesterday. I was going to film yesterday, just wasn't feeling quite up to it. And then it was funny because I thought, well, I don't have any Happy Meal or stash or haul to share with you guys. And then several packages showed up. Well, not several, two or three packages came. And so I do have some to share with you at the end. And I kind of decided to start all the fall things. So I have a little bit of Starttober going on. That's not my original idea. I think it's what Pam and Steph of Just Keep Stitching do with their crockpot crew, where they start all the things in October. I want to get all of these fall patterns that I had kitted up and really wanting to start. I just wanted to start them. So I started a bunch, and I took kind of their Stephanie's idea of one length of thread equals a new start, and that's what I went with. And my other reason for wanting to start all these things is I didn't want to accidentally buy another one, because once I've started it and started working on it, I kind of know that I own it. But if I buy it and just kind of put it in with all my patterns, when I see it again somewhere, I'm like, oh, do I have that, or is that one I wanted and haven't bought yet? So I kind of wanted to avoid that. All right, let's hop into WIPGO. WIPGO is the brainchild of Jessie Marie Does Stuff. She just put out a new video here on YouTube recently, and she said she's going to soon-ish talk about the WIPGO 2022 goals, plans, ideas, whatever she has in store for us there. So I'm not going to talk about what my 2022 is going to be. For me, it's still October. We'll see what happens towards the end of December, how I feel. But this was Snow Village. I already met my first goal, like I had told you, but this is Snow Village from Cottage Needleworks. My goal was to get the banner done. I guess it's called Snow Village banner. My goal was to just get this banner done, and in order to do that, I had to take out most of the banner I'd already stitched and restitch it. Still not loving this fabric. I have some decisions to make about this. But I did meet my goal. I did. I probably need to work on this in the summer when you can see better. Oh, look at that. Look at that. It's on an opalescent fabric. The fabric is very soft. So what I think I just need to break down and do is get a hoop or Q-snap and try working on it in the Q-snap, because one of the problems with it is so soft. The fabric's wonderful, but because it's so soft and such a big piece, because I wanted to do the entire thing, this is actually the middle, the entire collection all on one piece. I don't think I'm going to do that either. It is just difficult to hold it in my hand and get it. I love the piece. I want to do the whole pattern, but I don't think this fabric is going to work for me because I will avoid it. When something is difficult to work on, I'm going to avoid it. That's just being honest. It's what I've discovered about myself. Although I hate having things unfinished, so I have to get to it and finish it. All right, I think my goal will be to have that part of it done by the end of January. That's going to be my goal. And then I can decide what to do with the rest of it. So the two numbers that were called were 14 and 16. And Jessie puts those numbers out on her Facebook group. So look up, I think it's called WIPGO 2021. And if you want to join the group. So this is either 14 or 16. I'm sorry, I don't know. But it's Quaker Snowflakes. That was what was called from me, and the pattern is by Hello from Liz Mathews. I kind of have done this colorway here. This was on my WIPGO board twice. So once was to do 3 snowflakes or motifs, and this time it's 5 snowflakes or motifs. But what I have decided to do is to try and get, I kind of combine it and try and get all of these big motifs done for WIPGO this year. That way this could definitely be finished in January. So the 5 motifs though are what are called for, it'll be a total of 8, but 5 motifs. And so my original goal, motifs of snowflakes, I've already met that because I have more than 11 snowflakes and motifs done on this. But like I said, I want to get more than that done. So, and this is on Scotsman by Bestitch Me, that's the fabric. Using the call for silks. So I think what I'm going to do is pull it out like try and do 1 strand a day, and then work on it WIPGO weekend, of course, and hopefully something won't come up that weekend. And then on Wednesdays do some extra. And with that, even with just doing, if I just stuck to 1 strand a day, I should be able to get the additional motifs done. So this would be like the 3 main one. This is a 4th one, 5th, so 6, 7, 8, 3.5, I guess more to do. But I'm also filling in the little snowflakes around it as I go so that I'm not left with a bunch of little things to do at the end. So anyways, Quaker Snowflakes, Hello from Liz Mathews. Love this pattern. I don't love stitching on white. I mean, stitching with white. I love how it looks, so I chose the white. So that other pattern that was called, this is in my Dot Dot Goose Designs bag, I just love. I'm so excited I get to pull it out. I think I'm as excited for the bag. It's so pretty. It's got a little bit of silver flecks in it with a pretty little bird and pine boughs and pine cones. And anyways, as I am to have the pattern. This is Home for Christmas by Little Dove Designs. My goal was to get that snowflake border done. Can you see how it's got the snowflakes all the way around? So I'm not sure where I'm at because I have pulled this out a couple times this year. All right. So the outer border is done on it, and the snowflakes, you can see I've gone down to there with the snowflakes and halfway across the top. So I still have over halfway to go. If I was to here and there, yeah, I've got over halfway. So probably about 2/3, probably about a third done. 2/3 of the way to go to get that border done. And again, it's just white. So what I will probably do to get even further is not just work on the white snowflakes, because here I've got white snowflakes here, white snowflakes. I was a little bit worried that might happen. 2 snowflakes being called the same month. So I might add in some more of the color just to kind of break it up. But getting just the snowflakes, this is another goal I could probably meet this month unless something amazing happens. It's November. I should have more stitching time. You know, there's just a little bit left of yard work to do, and then it's just going to be like, this week is so nasty, but it's supposed to be sunny this weekend, so you know, fall leaf cleanup and all that. But there's just a lot more of indoor stitching time, I am predicting, or at least hoping for. All right, so those are my WIPGO projects. I'm going to show you, I'm going to skip to my finishes because I forgot to share one of them with you. There was a Pretty Pumpkin challenge by Violets and Verses, and I first saw or read about it both on Instagram. Sara's Stitches, she's here on YouTube as well. Sara posted her pumpkin, and oh, it looked like a Quaker pumpkin, and it was so cute. I loved it. I wanted to do it, so I looked up because she you know, hashtagged or shared Violets and Verses. So I looked her up, found her I think her website and then her Facebook group and joined her Facebook group, and she has several free patterns you can get. And so this was the Pretty Pumpkin stitch along. The stitch along's over, but you can do it at any time. And so I downloaded, I'm gonna try not to show too much. There we go. Pretty Pumpkin challenge. And then I tried to copy Sara's colors because they were so beautiful. And her last, I think it was her last video, but she might have another one by now. She shared the colors that she used. They were, a couple of them at least, were Victorian Motto. And I don't have Victorian Motto, so now I want to get those colors because hers is way better than mine. So check hers out. You can also look for the hashtag Pretty Pumpkins Sal on Instagram. And now I realize I posted that picture and didn't use that hashtag. I have to go and add that in. But you can look for that hashtag on Instagram and see what others have done. Also join that Facebook group and see what else they have. But here is my Quaker pumpkin. It's really cute. I'm debating between finishing this as in a pillow or with like a rustic wood frame, and it could just sit on my tier tray. And I did not write down the colors on this paper, so let me look up the colors. Sorry. Okay, this, I don't know that that's, well, yeah, it says the fabric is oatmeal, 25 count Lugana from Lori Holt. The colors I used were Classic Colorworks Caterpillar, Desert Mesquite, Gentle Arts Fudge Ripple, Gentle Arts Pumpkin Patch, and another Classic Colorworks in Tartan Plaid. I am loving the Tartan Plaid. This, though, it's a little too light. The acorns just don't show up as much. And like I said, the color that Sara used for her pumpkin, oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm gonna have to, like I said, place an order. So the other thing I just want to share, oh, stretch. This is another one I got from her. This is Violets and Verses freebie. Look at that violet. My grandmother's name was Violet, so I had been looking for a violet cross-stitch pattern way back in the beginning of me doing Flosstube. I think I even asked for people to have, if anybody had suggestions. So I am excited to start that. I might start it for Grandma's birthday, which would be in August, or I might wait and do it in the spring. She actually passed away close to my birthday, Mother's Day. In spring. So I don't know which one, but I did download that to get that started. But she has several, and so I downloaded several, and I'm excited to get them stitched up. Okay, the other thing, this is, I'm trying to show you the bottom. This is Thankful from Stitching with the Housewives. It's a freebie. I'm not sure if it was offered on, it might be the Stitching with Housewives Facebook group, or it could be on the Priscilla's 2000.blogspot.com. Anyways, look up Thankful freebie maybe and see if you can find it. Or Thankful, Stitching with Housewives Thankful, maybe you'll find it. But this is my little Thankful. This was a scrap piece of fabric. I think it's Sandcastle, 28 count Jobelin hand dyed. I got off of Everything Cross Stitch. Actually, this is on here, so now I do know for sure what it is. At least I think it is. Because sometimes these little stickers fall off and I put them on and not necessarily the right one. But this looks like that sandcastle. Yeah. So the colors I used are the called for colors. Yep. So Bamboo, Fallen Leaves, Pea Pod, Queen Bee, Trail Dust, and Saint Bernard. The white could show up a little more. That would be nice, but anyways, I just think these would be two cute little finishes to have on display around October, November. I think that's one of the things I do like about the fall stitching is it goes for a couple of months. You can even start as early as September. Okay, so those were my two finishes. Now, what have I been working on? This is, I'm just going to go through in no particular order. So there'll be new starts in here and all kinds of things. This is Autumn Beauties. I'm just going to pull this out because I just got it downloaded. This is the full pattern. This is from Fat Quarter Shop. They released it in a five-part mystery series. This is part 5 has been released now, so you have them all, and it'll just be, if you order it now, you'll just get them all at once. One of the things they have done is this little sign. They've got I think 4 or 5 different phrases you can put instead. Okay, come on. Good, I'm not showing. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. So fall, y'all, autumn, pumpkin, and harvest. I'm not sure which one I'm going to do because I'm still not 100% done with part 1 and barely started on part 2. That's because I started all the things. But here is, I think, the right way. Anyways, this is done on, again, that oatmeal from Lori Holt. I just think, even though it's a kind of a larger count, the 25 count, it ends up being like a 12.5 Aida. I just love it. It's perfect for all of the fall stitching. So I am using the called for Classic Colorworks. And the part 1, the only thing I have left to do is just a little bit here of that medium color, or the lighter blue, however you want to look at it. But yeah, I love it. I love this one. I love it. I think I'm gonna, I'm not sure, but I think I'll do more of a framed or something that gets put on the wall with this versus like a pillow or something for the tier tray. Obviously it's too big for that, but oh, this should go here. Yeah, this goes here. All right. Oh, one of my new starts. So this comes from Acorns and Threads. I think it was part of their virtual retreat. Can't 100% swear to that, but I ordered from them. You can order online, and I asked them to kit it up for me. So they kitted it up, and then with this one, I ended up changing the fabric because I was just having some moments this past week. And I didn't want to do 1/2. I wanted it to be easier and do 2/2. I wanted to have fun. And since I like to do the loop start when I can, and just one thread is so thin. Anyways, this is Good Company from Plum Street Samplers. Trying to do it without the glare. That fox, I also love the star and kind of the sunflower pinwheel look to it. Ugh, so good. And so this is Good Company. I, again, have that oatmeal. I told you it's perfect for fall. And this, I started 3 things last night, let's be honest. So I probably should have done a video yesterday and had no haul, and there'd be 3 less projects to share. But look at it. This is the colors better way back here, but that's my little start. Can't wait to get back to it. Can't wait. Which is wonderful when you have cross stitch patterns that you are just loving stitching and can't wait to get back to it. That's a pretty good feeling, right? Okay, these are going to be all over the place as far as who the designers are. That's good too. This is by Annie B's Folk Art, Pumpkin Pickin. I think I showed this in my last video that I just gotten this with the called for thread, although I was missing one. This is one that I kept wanting, and I'm like, did I order it or did I want it? Did I order it? Did I want it? Now I'll know. I ordered it, I wanted it, and I ordered it, and it's smaller than I thought. The stitch count's only 47 by 46. So this is again on that sand castle, and the color that I changed, let's get a piece of white paper here. The color that I changed was, I couldn't find Gentle Arts Gold Leaf. So I tried to do a different color of gold. Hold on, I've got a call. Okay, I'm gonna do this and then I'm gonna pause and I'll do the rest a little bit later. My husband's on his way home for lunch, and like I said, tomorrow's his birthday, so I want to go get him a birthday lunch. So this is, okay, so Pumpkin Pickin, they didn't have Gentle Arts Gold, or they didn't have, I couldn't find Gentle Arts Gold Leaf, and I didn't want to wait to start it. So I just picked another yellow. I'm gonna look and see what I ended up going with. Okay, I went with Weeks Dye Works Curry, and so it's similar. The rest of them are the called for colors, and like I said, it's on Sandcastle. I was gonna hold out a white. Let me see. That's what I was doing when the phone rang. Pulling out a white sheet of paper. Okay. That is so cute. So this, I'm going in backwards order. This is what I started last night, and look how much I did. I think I started it last night. Or yesterday morning, actually. I love it. I'm gonna love seeing this one done up. So along with the fall, there's several patterns I am doing that have trucks. I'm excited. I don't know what it is. I just love the old pickups. Bringing me back to some of my roots, I guess. So the next one is Be Thankful by Country Cottage Needleworks. I think I'm going to change at least one, maybe three of the pumpkins to a little bit different color. I started this on Color and Cotton Old West Lugana. Again, I just wanted something easier to stitch on. So it's a big piece. I haven't cut it down yet. Okay, there we go. Started on the scroll, and that color's pretty true. All right, yay. I don't know why I'm saying yay. I think I'm just so excited to start them all. And so I had told you in my last video, I'm kind of starting to work on a monthly rotation where I've got the days of the month. I'll put them on little charms on my bags. These ones don't have them yet. And then on that date, which for this is the 28th, Mika's birthday, I started 3 things. So on the 28th of the next month, I'm thinking, since I started 3 things on the 28th is going to be my autumn fall stitching date. And I might, as the year goes on, I don't really feel like working on fall and autumn. Although I have to say that Pumpkin Pickin is going to be done before the next fall. That'll be done this month. I'm sure, not this month. This month's almost over, but that'll be done this fall for sure. And maybe one other, but otherwise I might just rotate through my fall stuff on the 28th. This one is the, oops, that's November came, September, where is October? It's October Sampler from Country Cottage Needleworks. Sorry, it's not showing up. I'm using mostly the called for colors. However, I pulled in Baking Tin, which is a gray, and I did the cats in this pattern like my kitty kitties. It's so cute. If I do say so myself. So we have Gandalf, and Gandalf has a little mustache right here, just like a little tiny bit, like right like that. And his brother Jasper has a stripe, a white stripe all the way down his nose. So to customize it, I did it in, and then their legs are actually gray, but their paws are white. And I thought it just stood out more doing it the way it was called for with the white. But what I did was, so for Gandalf, he's got the little, it's more like a collar, but you know, he's got a little bit underneath. And for Jasper, he's got 2 on the top. If there had been 3 stitches across instead of 2, I could have done it easier. But anyways, that's how they're customized. And I am terrible at French knots and colonial knots, but let me just point out that my little nose on this little cat turned out perfect. Perfect. Love it. Love it. Love it. So that's October sampler. This is another one that when this is done, I will start the November unless something happens and I don't get enough time to work on it. But I'm getting down to the house. So the house is kind of the midpoint. You've got 3 above the house and then 3 below. So yeah, the cat one is going to be the hardest level to do, I think. Other than that house is going to take longer, but you know, you've got the whiskers and changing it up. So that won't be done before October's done in 2 days, but it's getting close. So I am about halfway through my pile. I'm going to take a little break. I'm going to go get my husband his lunch. I'm going to come back and show the rest of them. And maybe I'll just insert the giveaway video in here so that you can either in here or at the end. I'm not sure, but I might do it right here. I'll see you soon. Okay, it's time to draw the winners. I have gone to commentpicker.com, put in the URL, typed in fabric, get YouTube comments. There are 10, and let's start the comment picker. Rosy Chalks. All right, the fabric is awesome. Who wouldn't fall in love with it? So congratulations, Rosy Chalks. I want to say Rosy Cheeks. Go ahead and message me on Instagram or send me an email with your address so I can ship this out to you. I'm shipping in the US, so if it's not a US address, we can talk. Okay. All right, my next giveaway is for the fall bundle, and there were 16 comments on that. So and obviously if my name gets, okay, here we go. Fiona Lawrence. Wow, Heather, you had so much to show this time. I sure did. I saw the lean against the fence post, don't lie on the train track, tipped on Facebook a couple weeks ago, and it really helps me to remember where to start stitching. Isn't that a game changer? The Zoom retreat sounded like it was great fun. I love all the fall colors that are appearing just now. Me too. So Fiona, congratulations. Send me your address so I can ship that out to you. All right, last one. I was talking and forgot to hit record. So Halloween, the comments, there's still 4. Let's go down here and start it. And the winner is Becky Pugh. Such a great video. Oh, thank you. And that retreat looks like it was a lot of fun. You seem to get a lot done. I am working on my October trucking along, and I don't think I am ever going to finish. I know how you feel. Hope you have a great week and happy stitching fall, Halloween, and fabric. So Becky, you are the winner of the Halloween bundle. Congratulations, Becky. Congratulations to the winners. If your name was chosen and you are 18 years old, you gotta be 18 years or older, so you can send me your address, and your address that I ship to needs to be in the US. Go ahead and email me. I'll put my email in the description box below this video. Or you can message me on Instagram with your first and last name and your address, and I will ship those out to you. Congratulations. Now I need to work on my next giveaway. Be a little bit. Okay, let's get back to the rest of my whips. I believe this one is another new start since my last video, but I might have started it before my last video. Can't quite remember. It's called Pumpkin Patch by Primrose Cottage Stitches. If you've never stitched up one of the Primrose Cottage Stitches patterns before, they're really easy to follow. Mostly full cross stitch. On this pattern, with the exception of the little pumpkin patch or pumpkin's 25-cent sign. All right, so this is where I got to on this one. This is a piece from Fabric Flair. Back when I was in the Fabric of the Month Club, 14 count Aida Cafe au Latte or au late. I don't know. Sorry. I'm sure I butchered the pronunciation. But here we have my progress so far on this one. I am using the called for colors, I believe, but I may change the truck because you see the color of the truck here. And do you see the color here? This is kind of a green color, whereas this is more of a blue. So I'm debating on whether to keep it in that green, which I don't have enough of, and it's another color that's run out. So I probably won't keep it in that green. Or change it up. So I've got a few different options in there. We'll see when I get down to it, because if I keep this out and work on it in the next month or so, I will get to the point of needing to stitch out that truck. If it takes me longer, I may have enough time for that color to come back in stock. So we'll just wait and see. My next one in another bag that I made is not, oh yeah, maybe it is this. I did a different background color, fabric color, so it looks different. This is the August calendar crates from Stitching with the Housewives. The small, well, you can't see it. It's hanging over right over there. But I'm working on the, I'm working on the large one right there. And my progress so far, it's on this light shade of blue. Let's see, kind of see. I put in the quilt that's over here, started on the crate, put a little more of the stitches in the house and a little bit here and there. Like there was some flowers missing and a leaf missing. And so I just kind of been putting in stitches here and there where they go. So progress seems slow to me, but keep reminding myself, just put a little bit in and eventually it'll get done. And I think part of the reason is in this bag, I've got like, I don't know, 5 other patterns that I want to do with sunflowers in them. But I've kind of, even though sunflowers is fall-ish to me, I've moved on to the other fall things. So I need to finish this sunflower one before I add or start any of the other sunflowers. That's just my own little thing I gave myself. Part of it is working on different things and different colors and different threads. And it's one of the reasons I like the variety of having all of these projects. So if I'm just doing sunflowers in the same yellow, I'll get, I don't know, burnt out. It's probably not the right word, but it's more exciting to have different things like leaves and pumpkins and trucks. So this is the next one, Autumn Leaves. I did not do as much progress on this as I would have had I not started all the things. I guess not all the things, but quite a bit of new this last week. So I'm not sure if I showed this. I think I did show this last week. I had done the pumpkin, I believe, or part of the pumpkin and 2 of the leaves or something. But I added in these blue flowers, finished leaves that are beside the pumpkin. And then I don't know if these are more leaves or pumpkin. They're probably more leaves on the side. So that's what I have on this. This is 28 count ivory Lugana, and I am using the called for. It has DMC Classic Colorworks and Weeks Dye Works mix, so I'm just using the called for, because this is, oh, Cherry Hill Stitchery, if I didn't say that. I do love Cherry Hill Stitchery's color combinations. I think she does a fabulous job, and I like that she mixes over dyed where it makes sense with DMC, so you can kind of save if it doesn't need to have that variegation that the over dyes do. Pull this closer. Okay, this is another pattern that I had kitted up from Acorns and Threads. It's a local needlework store in Portland, Oregon. And this is the Gather In by Plum Street Samplers. I love the fact that it's a barn with the horse going in there and the whole brick kind of background situation. And then the smoke is actually flowers. And I think so far I'm using the called for flosses, but I may change the color of this, of the flower smoke, and it will just be a lighter gray, so it's more like a smoke color. I don't know. This is, like I think I said, that I had Acorns and Threads kit this up too. If I didn't say that, I did do that. So what they gave me was R&R linen 36 count French vanilla. And so this is the piece that had me switching back to Lugana because I love how it looks, how it turns out looking, but it is a lot more difficult to do 1/2 than it is 2/2. Trying to get it so you can see it, because also with linen it can be kind of thin. All right, so I just started on the words. I got interrupted because the FedEx just dropped something off at my front door. Okay, so this is where I got to with the words. I'm having a hard time holding it without it falling. I also need to serge or do something with the edges. But I think it's going to be lovely. I think that this, I'm going to love how it turns out. It's just going to take me a little bit or a lot longer. And like I said, I may just need to break down and get a hoop and try doing some of these, or I have a smaller Q-snap. The problem I have is that when I'm holding it, it kind of puts strain on my wrist and my hands, probably because I just hold it too tight. But that may be something I need to do in order to make that move a little bit faster. Or I could just take it slow. I think it's a really pretty piece. All right, and this is something I'm going to add into one of those packages. This is Hey There Pumpkin from Hands On Design. Didn't I say there was lots of different designers I did? Because I love, I guess, all of the fall things. So I started this last time. I added another pumpkin to it. This is on my, I love this. This is chickpea, 28 count Lugana from Color and Cotton. Love, love, love this color. And I have it in 32 count as well. I mean, I didn't do this one in 32 count. It's kind of a small, smallish pattern. But here we go. That's probably the truer color. And then, love it. Love it. So those are all of my whips and my finishes, my new starts, just since I last videoed, as well as the giveaway. We did the giveaway. So what's left is Happy Meal. Let me get this behind me. Ooh. I mean, you almost think these people were watching me. I think this is just packaging they have for themselves. One of the things I got, this was, you know, I think it was a flash sale deal of the day thing. It's samplings #1 from Brenda Gervais. I had been wanting this though since that came out. I want to get the other fabric she has in blue as well, but it comes with the linen that is printed with the alphabet, and I just think that's such a unique and sweet way of displaying. I don't know if I can do the egg. I bet I could. But I could find somebody else who can finish it too. This has little bunnies on it, so, and a butterfly. So this will be not started anytime soon. I don't have the threads or anything for it. It'll go into my spring starts because I did want some more springy type things. I also got from Color and Cotton my fabric of the month. So if you've not seen your fabric of the month, look away if you want to be surprised. But it usually takes me a day or two. It might not even go up till Monday, so by then you should have yours. So the first one I get two. I get a 28 count, I think it's any color, and then the 32 count in neutrals, both Lugana. So this is Cypress. It is definitely a green, kind of in the olive to sage family. Looks like actual sage to me. So this, can you picture it for your Christmas stitching maybe, or it would work with the fall because all the fall colors are really going to pop against that. So this is, I don't have anything in mind for it right this moment, but that is Cypress. And then this is, I have to say this every month, but Color and Cotton just knows how to do the neutral. This is called Willow, and this is the 32 count. And you can see the color variation is very subtle, but I love that. It makes your piece look better by not being necessarily the center point of your design. Your cross stitch is what's going to shine through, but it's going to look so much better on a piece like this. So yay, thank you. I always love my Color and Cotton. I look forward to that shipment every month. Crazy Annie Stitching, I have her fabric of the month as well from Color and Cotton, different colors. Mine has not come yet. She sent out an email saying that she's, I think, combining September and October, shipping them out this week into next week. So that should be in my next video. And then the other thing, this is from Luminous Fiber Arts. If you are not on her newsletter, I believe her name is Misty Purcell. I'm looking to see. Anyways, if you're not on her newsletter, don't get on it because you'll be competition for me. I'm just kidding. Get on her newsletter so you can find out when she puts out new stuff, because especially her fabric that she dyes, it's gorgeous and it sells out so quickly. You usually cannot get, yes, Misty Purcell's her name. I usually can't get in there before it's sold out, and it was even I had to get a smaller quantity than I wanted because it was either sold out or she was only allowing like 1/8 of a yard to be sold. So love her stuff. And one of the things I wanted was I wanted to get her paper charts. She does a really good job, or has a really nice printer, and I just prefer having the paper copies that are a little bit thicker than what I can print on my printer. Just likes to eat up cardstock. So I prefer, if it's available, to have a paper pattern. And so I wanted two of them. One of them was sold out, and so I think I put a note on my order, and so she messaged me and said she had more in stock and added it to her thing, her website, and said if you order it, she'll reimburse me the shipping. And she did. I ordered it, she reimbursed me the shipping, just combined it with this too. So great customer service from Misty. Like I said, you really should be on her newsletter to find out what new things she has. So the first thing is Comfort and Joy. Look at that bird. I've realized I have a thing for birds. And this is kind of like a poinsettia, not really, but kind of. But look at the pretty colors that she chose. Now, this, if you took out comfort and joy, you could even just leave joy. You could do this any time of year because this is not so poinsettia-ish that it just looks like Christmas. This could be any time of year. So pretty. Called for DMC. I need to write down those DMCs because I'm going to town a little bit later. My husband wants chocolate chip cookies for his birthday instead of a cake, so I have to go. And of course, my our son, who's 21, eats the chocolate chips that I had, so I don't have any chocolate chips left. I gotta go get some more. All right, her other pattern, this is the one that was brand new, but it was showing out of stock in the paper pattern. She said she had it, and so, yeah, this is what she added. Isn't that cute? I mean, look at how cute. Plus, instead of, I can have snowman and snowflakes without having to stitch white. And so to go along with them, I got the fabrics. And this is kind of a kit. Like, she had a kit for the Gathering Snowflakes. If I didn't say that, that's the name of that last one I just showed you. And it is a fat eighth of Sparrow. Everything's falling. Okay. Probably there is a good color representation. So good. Just, I mean, just like Color and Cottons. The dyeing is fabulous. It's just beautiful. So that was a fat eighth of Sparrow, and then the finishing, the thread that's called for, and the finishing trim. This is Mer Bleu, Belle Soie from Glass of Colorworks. I apologize for my bad accent. Okay. Oh, it's nice that she printed on there what it is too, so that afterwards I'll be like, what's this supposed to go in? That's what it goes in. So, I also, so that was 32 count Sparrow. And then I was also going to do, oh, I did, fat eighth. No, this is, oh, there's two here. Oh, I was able to do 2 fat eighths. That's what she did. It had to be fat eighths. So this is 28 count Lugana. So I have it in the 32, the Sparrow, and in the 28. And I got 2 of each. Woo! And then I also got, this is a new color. It's called Salted Caramel. Similar to Ivory. Probably Ivory is the base. And this is 28 count as well. It's just a wonderful neutral. It's not quite white, so that hopefully white will show up. It's a creamy color. Just maybe a hint of peach in there, but it doesn't look really pinky, peachy, or orangey. Just a little bit of that. And I'll put them side by side. I don't know if it'll show up on camera. I can see the difference in person. Yeah, I think you can see. This one, the Sparrow, is just a little bit darker than the Salted Caramel. And I love Sparrow. I like the Salted Caramel too. I think I like the Sparrow just a little bit better right now, because it has just a touch more of the brown in it. And I am drawn to that in this fall season. So that is it. That's all my haul. That's all my happy mail. Thank you so much, Misty. I don't know that you watch my videos, but if you do, thank you so much for doing such an incredible job with your designs, with your fabric, and getting trims to match, and as well as your customer service. You guys know, if somebody gives me good customer service, I'm gonna let you know, because it means a lot. And especially when we're doing all of this shopping online, it just means a whole lot. And I love that we're supporting local. So this is a woman doing this, I think, basically on her own, maybe having some help with stitching, I'm not sure, but I think it's mostly just her, and she has a full-time job. So her website is www.luminousfiberarts.com. luminousfiberarts.com. And yeah, as long as she keeps putting stuff out, I'm going to keep buying it. There's other patterns she's come out with, a little, I don't know if they're cats or, they look like squirrels to me, but they might be cats. I want to do that as well this fall, but I don't think I'll have time. So I waited to purchase that, I think. That's one of those things I have to go back and look and see, did I order it or did I not? So I've got some more fabric, which I'm happy about because I've used up a lot of my more brown-ish neutral stash. Yeah, I think I'm just rambling at this point. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Next week, my husband is taking a vacation. We are hoping the weather will hold out so we can make a couple of day trips over to the beach. And yeah, just I don't know that we have any real big plans, but just gonna enjoy that time off with him. So I will not be doing a video, I doubt, next week at all. So it'll be another 2 weeks before I see you guys, but I will be hopefully getting a lot of stitching in, and hopefully I'll be okay with starting all of the other new things. I have at least 3 more fall themed projects kitted up, so I'd like to get at least those done. But there's also things in the magazine, there's some things that only have floss and I need fabric for, so you know, November's still fall, so I will be stitching all the fall things, and I hope you've enjoyed that. Let me know down below what you've been stitching. Don't forget, if I called your name for the giveaway, to message me with your address. Don't put your address out there, you know what I'm saying. But all of these kits are ready to go. So have a great, happy, safe weekend, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!